Hello everyone! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new around here, I am MissSlugger. We're here today to talk about damage supports in Paladins. Now the concept of this is pretty straightforward. Instead of focusing on healing in a match with a support, you're opting for a damage-based talent instead of a healing one. More often than not, you'll see Exterminate Furia, Maelstrom Grok, or Soul Collector Ceres. I myself love getting a chance to play as an aggressive support. However, this leads us into an important opinion I have in Paladins. Disclaimer, everything I'm about to say is strictly my opinion. Of course, you're welcome to play Paladins however you wish to, as long as you are having fun. But that aside, I think it's so important to vocalize your desires to play a damage support. Whether it's in voice chat with your friends, lobby chat, or voice chat in-game. With anti-heal scaling to 90% in late game, it can be difficult for some damage supports to keep up with the healing output required to keep their team alive for that final push as a solo damage support. It will allow the rest of your teammates to choose champions accordingly, whether it's taking a second support or champions they feel comfortable playing with as solo damage support, so that everyone, including yourself, has a fun time in Paladins. So that leads me into the topic of today's video, and one of my favorite damage supports. That's right, we're here to talk about the best Ying talent, Resonance.
What?
Psych! We're here to talk about the actual best Ying talent, Focusing Lens. If you love Life Exchange, then love it. I struggle to enjoy playing Ying as a solo support with Life Exchange. But Focusing Lens is literally the best combination of both of her damage talents. So let's go into the game and I'll show you what I mean. As always, everything will be timestamped down below for you, and I'll see you in the game. Hello everyone! Thanks for meeting me here in the shooting range. Let's get started with the basics of Ying's kit. First, we'll start with Illusionary Mirror. That's Ying's primary weapon here. Fire a burst energy every 0.5 seconds from your mirror over a short period of time, hitting 5 times over 0.2 seconds for 90 damage per shot. There's a rapid succession of 5 shots for each shot you take. Next, we'll talk about Ying's Shatter. Shatter is based on which talent you are using. At the base description, it says shatter your illusions, causing them to chase down enemies and explode for 500 damage. So at base, you'll place a clone, shatter, 500 damage. Shatter for 500 damage. So if I place my clone here, let me just go activate this quickly, and I shatter my illusion. It'll do its best to chase after an active enemy. But if you are running Life Exchange, Shatter will no longer move your clones to deal damage. Shatter then becomes your main source of healing. Next, let's talk about Ying's illusions. Create a lifelike illusion that heals nearby allies for 420 every 1.6 seconds. Only 2 illusions can be active at a time. Deploying more than 2 illusions will cause the oldest one to be destroyed. Illusions fire a continuous beam that heals for 80 health per tick for a total of 5 ticks over 0.2 seconds. And I drop a clone. You can see the additional health there. Next, let's talk about Dimensional Link. For a short duration, manipulate dimensions, swapping locations with your farthest illusion. Holding down this skill allows you to select a specific illusion or ally under the effect of Illusionary Rift to teleport to. It doesn't go on cooldown until it ends. So if you see here, I'll place a clone beside me. Let's go here. Like, oh, we're shooting Victor. I'll place another clone behind him. I can choose. Speaking of Illusionary Rift, Ying's ultimate ability. Shatter your mirror, restoring 600 health every 1 second to all allies for 8 seconds. While active, you may teleport to any ally with Dimensional Link. The primary reason we're here is for Focusing Lens, but let's just touch base on Resonance. If an illusion is killed or expires, it triggers a Shatter explosion, dealing 550 damage. Also increases the effectiveness of your shatter illusion's movement speed and explosion rate. I'm going to place my illusion here beside Victor and shatter. And does 550 damage to him. I'll place another one. I want to place it right here. I'll move further so you can see just how quickly the illusion will move for 550. And it's just like at base, it'll deal damage to an area. So your base damage is still the same with resonance. Your illusionary rift is still the same. Your dimensional link is still the same. The only difference between focusing lens and resonance is the clone damage and your primary weapon shots. So let's swap here to focusing lens. I'm going to place my illusion here once more and shatter. The movement speed still pretty much the same on the clone. It only does 500 damage to Victor in an area. You can see here. But the biggest difference between resonance and focusing lens is my primary weapon shots. You can see if I hit all 5 weapon shots from that first ammo, I receive a bonus damage of 290. So I still have my 500 damage at base for the clone, but I receive extra damage on my primary weapon shots if I hit all 5. So folks, this is why I love focusing lens more than resonance. You're already going to be shooting at enemies and shattering clones. Why wouldn't you take the chance at extra weapon shot damage? For most of this video, the primary loadout I'll be using is something like this. Again, these loadouts can change based on your playstyle and what you prefer. But I've learned that I like to see my cooldowns focused in like an elimination card and just sort of working with that. So you'll see encouragement here at 5. It reduces all of my active cooldowns by 5 seconds on getting an elimination. Harmony, I heal for 52% of the damage dealt by shatter. So my clones explode on the enemies. Say it does 1,000 damage, I'll heal for at least 500 health. Brittle, reduce the cooldown of shatter by 1 second. So that just means I get my shatter back faster to re-shatter and send my illusions after an enemy if necessary. Disappear is increasing my movement speed while out of combat. Just helps to get away from an enemy a little bit quicker, and I don't have to prioritize nimble because sometimes Ying can feel a bit slow. And the intangible, her health card, I just have it too for a little bit of extra health, makes her a little bit tankier. But obviously these cards, you'll often see Spring Bloom as a popular card. It's also a very great card. I've learned it's a bit team dependent because not everyone will destroy Ying's clones. So it's sort of a gamble if you decide to keep it in your loadout or not. Other great cards for Ying, sometimes Spring Forward is pretty good if you're focusing on teleporting a lot. It's a very great card. I also like Mesmerism. It's a great card. If you need a filler, just at one point when you place an illusion, you'll have an extra ammo shot. Let's get into the game and see how it works.
Champion. Ying. Make your champion your own.
See, look, I was vocal that I'm going to play a damage support, which is very important. It's not to say that damage supports can't solo heal, but that requires 4 other players to figure out how you're going to play, right? And since I'm playing based on shattering my illusions for extra damage, that means they're not going to be out to heal anybody very long. And he really do be deleting them clones for no reason. If I could just get close enough to do something else. And they really do be all over those clones. Maybe I think it just becomes team dependent if you need Spring Bloom or not. No, I think. Ooh, got her. Throw a clone up there and help Buck out. Throw that and help.
15 seconds remaining.
Yeah, just shattered, so that means they're not getting any heals from it. That's why it's important to be kind of vocal about it.
3, 2.
Ooey. I'm trying to save him. Vivian, what are you doing back here? Woo! GG's. Just some comps don't call for a damage support, you know? I'm gonna pick last, because I already know what I'm going to play.
Select a champion.
I'll pick last on purpose. They already know that I'm going to play Ying, but if I was building a team comp there, I should have went a hit scan of some sort, right? Whether it's damage or like con. But I was selfish and I chose to play damage Ying instead. That's my point. Like in this team comp, right? Against this team, the enemy team right there, like what's damage Ying gonna do? Nothing. That was sneaky.
Double kill. 10, 9, 8, 7 kill. 6. Kill.
Oh, I missed. You. Woo! Not where I want to be! 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 Okay, that's fine. We capped. Made a mistake. Ah! Did it make you think of something? I don't know why, Robin.
Spree. Assault the payload, peasants.
Goodbye.
Break against my body.
Spree.
Rise again.
Time to take charge.
Group up.
Yeah! I'm alive! Stay there, stay there. I'll leave him there.
I feel great.
Wise move, hero. Together we'll the power of a rule.
Yeah.
Need here.
Enemy killing spree. That's 5 in a row. Double kill. Triple kill.
I think I just took somebody.
30 seconds remaining.
Unofficial quadra. Let's go! GG's. Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. After seeing me run around in the realm running Focusing Lens Ying, what do you think? Do you think Focusing Lens is better than Resonance? Or do you think Resonance is better than Focusing Lens? I think it's a no-brainer at the end of the day. You're going to be shooting at enemies anyway as a damage support, so why not take that chance of extra damage on the rapid succession shots of your primary weapon with Focusing Lens? You still have clone damage with 500 on each clone that explodes, and you get that chance of the 290 extra damage. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, this is just my favorite way to play Ying. Take it with a grain of salt. You may prefer to play her in another way, and that's okay too. But to me, it's a no-brainer. I'll always choose Focusing Lens over Resonance. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next week. You can check me out on Twitch, TikTok, here on YouTube, and Twitter. And you can also catch me on the PaladinsGame channel several times a week. Keep an eye on the Twitter and my official Discord for that weekly schedule. Have a good day, everybody. You know what I should do? Yeah. I'm not gonna heal you, Snapple.